Welcome to Mystery Quest, everybody, where today we are playing 1,000-Year-Old Vampire by Tim Hutchings. I am joined by one of our regular guests. It's Lydia. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited to give this a go. It sounds like a really interesting concept, so I'm looking forward to it.
Are you familiar with vampires?
I used to watch a lot of Buffy the Vampire Slayer when I was a teenager. Like, a lot.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Were you a Spike?
Oh, I was Spike.
Spike fan?
I genuinely almost wrote to the actor to wish him happy birthday. Yeah, when I was like 14.
What,
so.
you didn't?
I didn't!
He was just sat there on
He
his
was
birthday.
waiting.
I wish someone would write to me. And how good is your history?
Oh, well, history is not my strongest point. I played a bunch of that game you can play online where it's
Encarta
like...
Mind Maze.
No, not that one. Oh my God, though. Was that at school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit, memory unlocked. No, it's like a game you can play online where you have to guess Historical, where you have to guess the date things happened.
Oh.
And that did actually help me get a firmer grasp of when things took place. But I haven't played it in a long time, so I've probably already forgotten everything.
Oh my God. I remember when we played that.
Yes.
And I guessed like really close to the right date, but everyone around was like, no the Black Death didn't happen then. I was like, oh shit, okay.
You weren't strong.
Then I was too weak.
You crumbled under their pressure.
And my guess of the start was like within 2 years of it happening. I was like,
oh, if only you'd believed in yourself, Thomas.
I needed to believe. But this game, we are not going to be following history. So I can see you keyboard history warriors already getting ready to explain how we're wrong on so many points. This is a divergent timeline. And so that's why all the dates are going to be a little bit off, because in this world, there's going to be a spooky vampire goofing around and having a wonderful, wonderful time.
Love it.
So we need to create you a character.
Okay.
And to begin with, we need to think of yourself as a person.
Oh, that's hard.
So, yeah.
Wow, starting tough. Okay.
And so, right, you want to imagine the person from the distant past. So the examples they give: a Roman emperor, a Mesopotamian midwife, a French knight, and this is going to be becoming your vampire. So, who do you picture? Like, what are you kind of imagining? They can be whatever you want.
All right, go into my historical mind palace, and I see a queen.
A queen.
Yeah. Finally lived the life I deserve. She is the queen of Transylvania.
Right. Okay. Real
yes,
on the nose.
Right?
Yep.
Not related to the whole vampire thing at all. Her name is Angelica.
Angelica, Queen Angelica.
And it's the medieval times. It's around then.
Okay.
It's then, whenever that was.
Queen Angelica, do you have a surname?
I guess it should be... Tom, do you know a strong Transylvanian surname?
I don't. I could, like, Blorgerslev.
Blorgerslev. Angelica Blorgerslev.
It could be something better than that, though.
Should we say Angelica Blorg?
Angelica Blorg. I love that.
Blorg
is a good name. Okay. Great. So Queen Angelica, she needs some mortals that she knows. These could be, your lover, a parent, a friend, your partner, your children, a rival, anything like that. So who do you imagine are mortal characters that are sort of around her?
Okay. Well, I'm going to have, like, a confidant.
A confidant?
Confidant. I'm gonna have
who?
I guess it would be like a parlor maid or someone, but we're very close.
Oh, okay, yeah, like because they have like a chambermaid, lady in waiting type
got
person.
All of them, one for every need I have.
Who is this character?
Her name is Mary.
Mary. I'm just going to put chambermaid.
You're not going to write confidant?
Fine, I can do confidant.
No, it's fine. Chambermaid's better.
Confidant? I'm just going to spell it like that. Okay, Mary, your confidant.
Yeah.
Who else?
I've got my husband.
Who's your husband?
Frederick.
King Frederick. But is it going to be one of those kind of style ones, like he's like a dunce? You're the one in charge?
Oh yeah. We're talking Elizabeth II, God bless her soul, and Prince Philip. Shout out to him as well, I guess. That sort of
shout out.
That sort of vibe, you know.
Okay, we'll just put. Is he hot?
Oh, if he's anything like Prince Philip, he is fucking sexy.
Hot dummy. Okay, and one more person. Who else do you have?
I want a rival.
Yeah. Who would your rival be?
Oh, what's a good neighbouring country of Transylvania?
I could not tell you at this time.
Let's say, again, now geography. Everyone shut up if you know about geography.
Oh, yeah. The world map is completely different.
It's changed.
Tectonic movement, because of the vampire, is vastly different.
Very different. We'll say there's the princess of Albania.
Ooh, and what's her name?
Her name is Vanessa.
Princess Vanessa. Oh, because maybe she was supposed to marry King Frederick.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
But, you know, it was more tactical for you to marry him.
Exactly.
They wanted someone strong.
Muscular.
And muscular, because you are 8 feet tall. This gigantic beast of a
Side
person.
note, yeah, like I'm absolutely fucking huge.
Okay, no, I like that. I'm in.
Okay.
So, right, you need to have some resources. And these resources could be they have to all be kind of meaningful to you. But it could be something along the lines of something, you know, your wedding ring, a favorite item of clothing. It could be a grand castle, anything. These are just objects that you possess.
Okay.
That you care for.
Okay. I mean, I got to have my Transylvanian castle.
Okay, Castle Blorg.
Blorg. It's very gothic. It's very like, you know what you do in the shadows, like,
yeah,
you know, I want that vibe. Not that they have a castle, but you know,
Castle Blorg.
Imagine if they did.
What else would you have?
I want a letter from my husband,
Ooh,
which says, when I die, everything goes. When he dies, everything goes to me.
Okay, right. Secret letter. I love that.
It's a secret letter no one else knows about me, or do they? And also a dagger.
A dagger?
Yeah.
Right, okay. What is this dagger all about?
It's like very ornate. It's been in my family for generations. It's like jewel encrusted.
Ooh.
It's very, very like expensive. And I always have it sort of on the buckle of my dress.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a badass queen.
I love this.
Yes.
And 10 feet tall.
And 10 feet tall. I get bigger every time.
So, right, you need 3 skills as well.
Ooh.
What is Queen Angelica, what skills does she have?
I think she's very persuasive.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love that. Persuasive.
My second thing is that I'm a fantastic artist.
Ooh.
Painting. I'm a beautiful painter.
Artist. Love that.
And my third thing, I'm a very fast runner. Good stamina.
Good stamina. Running.
I love to run.
I love to run.
Around the Transylvanian hills.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes.
This sounds really good. Last of all, you have been cursed with immortality. Mm-hmm. We need to come up with who has cursed you with this and what marks you as an immortal. And so this could be one of the examples they give is this immortal character, the Baron Hellenmuller, who you had fought on the rooftops, and they had almost decapitated you. But from this point on, you have to wear high scarves to try and hold your head on, because otherwise it will fall off because it's just held on by a flap of skin. What do you picture as like a thing? So it could be like you have pallid flesh, or after being stabbed in the heart, you have this constantly bleeding wound. You're dummy thick. Like, I don't know, there's something that shows that you're
cursed with a fat ass.
My curse. Yeah, you.
Okay, all right, I got you. Can I have my fantasy man Spike? Can he be the person that like cursed me if I sort of create a vague?
You want Spike from
but not
Buffy?
Spike from Buffy. It's just based on him.
Okay,
right.
Sure. So this hot
English guy. So basically, when I was meeting suitors, they came from different lands, and the one from England came over.
Right.
And we had our date. He was very charming, with his gorgeous bleach blonde, slick back hair and his leather jacket. And I fell for him, and as we went to go kiss, he stabbed me right in the stomach.
Ooh.
And pulled across.
Oh my God.
And pulled out the knife, so I had like an open belly.
Oh my God.
So I always have to wear like extremely tight corset, otherwise my organs will fall out.
Wow. Okay, so you've been like disemboweled.
Yes.
I love that. Disemboweled and the immortal. What's he called?
Ooh. Okay, he can be called Duke James III.
Duke James III.
Because the actual actor's name is James, so.
Oh,
yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't have to be called that.
No, I know. I love it. These are great. So now we have to create 3 memories of yours. Mm-hmm. 3 like important parts that kind of are going to sort of just give us like a little overarching look at your character. Each one needs to combine 2 of these things that have happened.
Okay.
So, for example, Duke James III slashing open your stomach, maybe after you'd rejected him because you want to become Queen of Transylvania.
Okay.
So that's a core memory, like him slashing your guts, but you not dying and now having to cover this up.
Right. I need a lot of therapy for that one, didn't you? Yeah.
For example, that could be one.
Okay.
You could combine like, I used to love running around the castle grounds in my corset. Sounds like hard work.
Okay.
But what do you think would be like interesting memories for your character to have?
Okay. Well, I think that with James Duke III, I would have realised, to marry him would mean I'd have to go live in England. So I would have...
Gross.
So I would have rejected him. But then we went in for a kiss because girls got needs.
Girls got needs.
Kiss, and that's when he disemboweled me. So I would think that memory is pretty
core.
Pretty core memory right there. Second memory has got to be about my dear husband, Frederick. Mm-hmm. I would say the day we got married.
The day you got married?
Yeah. It was beautiful.
Marrying King Frederick in Castle Blorg. It was beautiful. They had flowers. There was dancers. There was music. It was
tasteful.
Very tasteful.
Very tasteful.
Bougie, but tasteful.
Yeah. Nothing trashy.
Nothing trashy. Oh, it was real nice.
It was real lovely.
Okay, that's a lovely memory. And then one more. What if it's something involving the letter, like you convincing the chambermaid to like steal the letter away or something, like this bit of evidence that you can use. I can use.
Okay. Yes. All right. Another memory is that maybe the letter should be actually saying he's going to leave the money to someone else.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then I've got it stolen.
Yeah, there's some document which it's like a prenup.
Yeah.
And you convince her to like steal it from him so that if he ever dies,
the money will go to me.
It will all go to you rather than not going to you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's do that instead. Let's make it a little bit more like Poirot.
Yeah.
She's put a fake note in it instead. They love a forged will is a classic.
This is perfect. Okay, so just to reiterate what we've got, Queen Angelica Blorg, you've got a hot husband.
Oh, yeah.
And this rival who was meant to have married him, but you managed to get in there instead. And you live in Castle Blorg. You've got a lovely dagger. At some point, you had persuaded your chambermaid to steal this important document from your husband. So if he was ever to die, then everything would go to you instead. You'd become the true Queen of Transylvania. Mm-hmm. Everything's pretty good, but just before you had this beautiful marriage, you were kind of hooking up with this guy, the foul, or, well, not foul, the enigmatic Duke James III from England.
Ooh,
and he, furious that you did not marry him, maybe you had this like last night of, oh, goodbye, and he, pow, stabbed you because there's something going on with him that we don't entirely know. And so he went to kill you, but you did not die.
Plot twist as well. He stabbed me with my own dagger.
With your own
He took
dagger.
it out of the, because I've got it cuffed to my dress, and used that to disable.
Oh my god. Okay. Slashing you with own dagger. I like that a lot. Okay, so that makes the dagger way more exciting.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. I think this all kind of makes sense. So, the way that we are going to be playing this game. So this is a solo role-playing game, but we are going to be doing it together. I'm going to leave most of it up to you, but I will handle the bookkeeping, and we'll kind of just throw some ideas at you. We'll do it a little bit more collaboratively. You have to roll 2 dice, a d10 and a d6. You'll be subtracting the d6 from the d10, and whatever number you get, we'll be progressing through a bunch of story hints, and we'll be using that to kind of tell this story together. So, if you want to begin by roll me 2 dice.
Okay. You kept it quiet that I was going to have to do maths on the fly. Kept that one a secret, didn't you? Jesus. All right, 5.
5. You murder someone you love or respect rather than letting them expose you. We have to kill a character and check one of the skills. If we have no living characters, kill no one and create a beloved mortal character who you have betrayed. So, which of the characters have you killed? And we have to check one of these skills. So basically, as the game moves on, we will be creating new characters, resources, skills, and then kind of crossing them off. But we're keeping track of all of this stuff as time goes by. So who are you going to kill?
Oh, it's got to be my chambermaid, right?
Oh,
my sweet, what's her name again?
Mary.
My sweet Mary.
Oh, because
my confidant.
And what skill are you using in this process?
I mean,
running. There's no way she could have killed her, because the time it would have taken to get back to your room, no one could have walked that quickly. Luckily, I can run.
It's not been invented yet in the medieval times.
People have not discovered that you can run
running,
yet. Everyone walked in. I'm pretty sure that's historically accurate.
Yeah, for sure. Should I have chosen like dagger skills better more than running?
No, any of these things, like, we use these to help sculpt the story. There's no right or wrong answer with any of these abilities.
All right. Okay. The way I kill her is I use my persuasive techniques.
Ooh, okay.
She obviously knows now that I'm bad girl.
Bad girl.
Right. So she's very wary of me. One night I invite her to the courtyard with me, which we have done many times in the past. We're friends. She doesn't want to come at all. She's just like, I'm not going to do that. But I managed to persuade her. I persuade her that she's crazy. I basically gaslight the shit out of her.
Wow.
I persuade her that she's crazy and that I'm nothing to be afraid of. You know, there's nothing to worry about. Come meet me. I've got a present. And the present is my dagger.
Wow. The present is your death. Okay, sweet. I love that. So we will be making these lists of memories. In each one of these, like, kind of memories you can have, in like each section of this, you can have 3 individual memories into like one little chunk, and we can have 5 chunks of these memories. And so I will generally just put these into wherever I think makes the most sense. And so I think persuading Mary to steal the letter. You then murdering her, I think makes sense. You've stolen, she stole this letter for you, but now has realized, wait a second, there's something completely off.
You're
I regret
evil.
this. She was going to go and tell the king, and just before she did that, you are like, no, come and talk to me first. Yeah. We can work this out.
We can work this out. I've got lots of money.
All the money, and then you stab her to death. I love it.
Okay. See you, Mary.
To stop her. Okay.
If you come for the queen, you best not miss.
Nice. That's what you say.
That's my saying.
Cool. Okay. Right. Roll me another dice.
Okay. Ooh, it is a 4.
4. Okay. So we're going up to number 9. You develop a system for feeding. What is it? What happens to those who die? Create a skill that reflects this.
Okay, so I think I obviously need to stay under the radar, but being a queen has a lot of privileges. And when crimes are committed in Transylvania, as it's ye old past, often they are just thrown in the dungeons and forgotten about.
Okay.
So I take to feasting on criminals with no like family or friends who've just been chucked in there. And the way I sort of do this with the guards and stuff, I think that I will say to the guards or whatever that I'm pardoning, let's just say Jerry. I'm pardoning Jerry.
Classic Transylvanian name.
Classic name. Jerry. Oh, Jerry. Send him up and I will give him his, I'm exiling him from the kingdom.
Right,
kind of
okay.
He meets me at the area, which is on the grounds. There's like a separate mausoleum area.
Okay, nice.
So they meet me there. I feed on them, dump their body in an open grave mausoleum.
Sure.
Full of them.
Yeah, okay, I love this actually. That's cool.
And then I tell, everyone, that the guards or whatever, ever comes up again, yes, they were exiled, they're gone. If a family member comes out of the woodwork, where is my sweet, sweet Jerry? He left.
They were exiled.
Got
rid of them.
He's gone. He didn't want to talk to you anymore. It's over. He dumped you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are you feeding? Are you picturing proper vampire style? Are you eating their flesh? Are you, what are you, because it doesn't have to be you grow fangs and you suck blood, but you 100% can do it that way. Okay. Or do you want it to be a slightly different vibe? Like, what are you picturing? It's kind of getting a little grisly.
It is getting a little grisly. I don't know. I mean, because it's in Transylvania, and I'm sort of kind of imagining Nadia from What We Do in the Shadows, I am like drawn to the blood sucking, but I don't want to be boring. Like Angelica might be a bit more interesting than that. So maybe she eats their head.
She eats their head.
She like unhooks her jaw.
Oh my God.
And just clamps.
And just bites people's heads off.
Yeah, boom, praying mantis. Bam. See ya.
Okay, I guess it makes it harder to identify bodies later.
Yeah, especially back then with the no forensics. And praying mantis, they're like the women, right? The women bugs eat the men, they bite their head off. So.
Is that after mating?
Yeah, but I don't mate with them. Don't mate with the prisoners.
You don't want to fuck Jerry.
I don't want to fuck Jerry.
Okay, right. Yeah. No, I like that. Maybe it's going too dark now, but like I picture, because like, you were disemboweled, your like guts and stuff all fell out, but like in the evening when you take off the corset, there's like the faces, like you can see like the heads in like this open. I feel like that'd be a great reveal in the horror movie. The horror
movie, yes, that's great.
Would just look absolutely horrific. Cool. Roll me some more dice.
Okay. It's a -1.
A -1.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going back down to 8. You are recognized for what you are by another creature like yourself. Create an immortal character, lose a resource, and gain a skill. What did you lose to them? So we have to make a new immortal, and one of your resources is going to be lost, but you gain a new skill.
A new skill. Okay. All right. Well, I think that someone has to catch me in the act of chomping on brains and heads and things. There's got to be some kind of caretaker, graveyard worker.
Yeah. No, I love this. Yeah,
something like that.
The Undertaker
Classic,
guy, the
like,
gravekeeper,
creepy old guy who's always been old, and no one really like questions it. He's always just been super old.
I love this.
And one evening, I guess, I'm so busy like crunching and munching that I don't hear him come in and witness what I'm doing.
Okay, this is perfect.
And he's like, Angelica.
What's he called? Old.
Ooh. What's a good old graveyard name? Keeper name? Morton.
Old man Morton.
Old man Morton.
And so what resource do you lose?
Ooh.
Like, it could be cool, because if this guy's like an immortal character as well, maybe he's like a weird ghoul man who's like eating corpses.
Yes.
And so you have this uneasy, like, oh no, he knows what I'm up to, but he's like he's got hold of this letter. Like he's blackmailing you, and he's like, I want in on this. We're both super sus people, but actually this like is working in our favor.
Yeah, help me scratch my back and I'll scratch yours kind of thing.
Okay,
So he takes
cool.
the letter.
I think, like, unless you want him to take your dagger or the castle.
I'm very happy with him to take the letter, because then that makes sense, right? That's how he's blackmailing me into providing bodies for him, and he won't tell anyone about what I'm doing.
Okay. Caught by Old Man Morton.
Old Man Morton, you cheeky fuck.
So you have also gained a skill.
Oh.
So what skill have you developed out of this?
So it's something I would get from that encounter.
Yeah. I guess like something like, being like sneaky, being you and this guy working together. I guess like, something along the lines of barter. Barter 100% can
good bartering.
Sweet. Right. Roll me another dice.
Okie dokie. 3.
3. We are going to number 11. How do you find solace from the raging hunger within you? You may lose one checked or unchecked skill, so you don't have to get rid of a skill. So how do you find solace from your hunger? I feel like in your art, you begin doing these paintings or whatever. I'm picturing they're really grim. Fucking Goya, Saturn eating the sun.
Oh my god, maybe I painted that.
You painted that. Boom. Divergent timeline. Absolutely fine.
This is perfect, right? The thing of him going, it's like what I do every night. So like how I sort of channel that, like, I don't have a therapist. I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing? I sort of just paint it.
So you paint these scenes out, and that gives you a little bit of respite from...
It's art therapy.
Instead of actually having to eat people, you kind of get a bit of the itch from just painting versions of it. Yeah. And that means that you don't have to eat quite as much.
Sort of, it's like having a little appetizer.
I love it. Cool. Mm-hmm. Super easy. Roll me a dice.
3.
3. Okay, going to number 15.
Ooh.
While traveling, you come into conflict with another immortal. You gain a mark. Who are they? What trick did you play upon them? Create a new immortal character. So I'd say with this, either create a new immortal character. God, we're getting a lot of immortal. Normally, you might just not. You might see so few, but it turns out more wild monsters than you do
actual people. Everyone's bloody immortal in Transylvania. So no wonder he wrote all the books, the Dracula stuff there. It's a very mystical place.
Just everyone has some kind of immortality thing going on. So you're traveling somewhere. You come into conflict with another immortal. You gain a mark. Who are they? What trick do you play upon them?
Okay, I think I am traveling overseas somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be some kind of like royal.
Oh, yeah. Some other country, they're having a wedding.
Yeah.
There's some big thing going on.
I've got to go over and show my face and all that stuff. And my husband, Frederick, is coming too.
Mm-hmm.
And we go by boat. When we get to the wedding, it turns out that the bride is also an immortal.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So immediately there's a rivalry there.
Okay, because you guys, whatever, you can see straight away they've got an aura, and they're like, you,
the Spider-Man,
the Spider-Man meme, just you and this other like queen. Mortimer's in the corner for some reason.
I'm there too.
You brought him along.
I brought him
Why
too.
not?
I can't trust him on his own. He goes through my stuff and finds my letters.
Fuck Mortimer. Just stay in the graveyard. What's wrong with you? No, I love the other queen being an immortal. So you gain a new mark, which is something that like marks you as like this undead thing.
Okay.
And what trick do you play?
When you say mark, like a physical mark on my body?
A mark is a visible indication of your vampire's undying state, or any other thing that sets them apart from mortal people. An ever-bleeding wound on their throat, eyes that blink, eyes that are blank and white.
Eyes that blink.
Eyes that blink. A trailing spectre, a ferocious scar, a hollow abdomen full of rats.
I got one full of heads.
Yeah, which I'm down with. Mark is something a vampire carries for the rest of their existence.
Okay. I think maybe that my, in terms of my mark, I think that my eyes have just gone fully black.
Ooh,
like,
oh my God.
There's no like color in the iris. It's just like black eyes.
Wow. Okay.
And the trick I play is that I go up to her and I say, like, I know what you are. You obviously know what I am. I think we can work together. Our nations can, we can take over this entire world, this flat Earth, this square of Earth, and we can trade with each other. There's power in our unity, and I use my persuasion as well to really like get her on my side. And then, but the trick is that I'm gonna invade her. I'm gonna fuck her over.
Wow.
I'm making sure that she is like lowering her guard for me.
Okay, I love this.
Trojan horsing it, basically.
Who is this immortal?
It's Queen Cecilia of Poland.
Poland. Perfect. Okay, but as you're doing these like evil schemes, slowly your eyes begin just to turn darker and darker.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have to wear cool sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
Or a veil or
a
something.
Veil, I love that. Like a black veil. Because my sweet chambermaid died and I'm in mourning.
You're still in mourning from
yes.
that. Okay, I love it. Cool. Easy. Love that. Cool. Roll me some more dice.
Mm-hmm. This is -1.
An enemy character uses a lost resource to turn your few friends against you. Check 3 skills to regain the resource, or check 1 skill to barely survive.
Oh.
Which former friend did you kill? Where do you flee? I feel like this.
No, it's all gone bloody topsy-turvy for Angelica. I mean, it's kind of like written for the story.
Is so perfect. It's gotta be something with like the letter. The letter has to have gone to
Cecilia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you've had to like flee the castle because they've revealed to the king that you were gonna scam him.
Oh, my hot husband.
Now you're like, shit, I gotta get out of here.
I've got to leave my beautiful castle Blorg.
Yeah.
Because they basically say, like, there's a bounty on my head now.
Yeah. That he's like, I'm gonna have you executed.
Traitor to the kingdom.
Because you're a traitor. Because Yeah.
You tricked me and you were trying to take all my money, even though I wanted to give it to charity.
He wanted to give it to charity. He was all about, he wants to give it to the poor, build orphanages,
bless him.
Actually do really nice rehabilitation prisons. And you're like, I can't be having that. I need them going straight to my special murder room.
Yes, I need them to be exiled. Okay.
And
oh god damn, poor Angelica, I say. So yeah, an enemy character is using a lost resource to go against me.
Also, checking a skill to barely survive. Good at running.
I'm good at running away. So yeah.
I think like they turn up at your chambers, or they've led them to just wherever you're hanging out. And you're like, oh no. When you see the guards, the king, and Old Man Morton, like,
they've all got the torch. Fuck you, Morton, you tricked me.
Like, the camera cuts to Queen Cecilia, like, because this whole thing, she knew that, like, the invasion was coming. Yeah. And actually has now turned everyone against.
Oh, god damn it, she's smarter than I imagine she looks.
Yeah.
Cecilia. Right, I guess, I gotta run. I gotta get the hell out of there.
Okay. So you're now on the run.
Roll your dice. 3.
Up to 17. You commit a despicable murder, but not for the sake of feeding. Why? Check a skill. Remove a mortal character if you like.
Oh, okay.
So, right. Mortal characters.
Don't have many of them.
There's the rival Princess Vanessa, or there's the king. You do this not to feed.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to kill my husband because I'm trying to escape and he's stopping me.
Wow. You flee, you hide in the crypts and you're so mad.
And I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to get away. I've managed to flee. I'm going for like a ship so I can, because I'm going to have to leave this whole country because they're putting out, reward, murder this woman posters everywhere. They've already invented photocopying. And I'm like, gotta get out of here. I go for the docks because I'm gonna get a boat out of there. And there's my husband standing there. It's dark, it's the middle of the night, it's just him. He says, my love, you know that the years with you have been so special and I adore you. You don't have to die, but you do have to come with me. I can keep you comfortable, but in a cell, a nice cell. I'm building a really lovely prison.
It's a lovely prison.
It's a really nice prison. It's a rehabilitation program. You will be in a cell, but I won't let them kill you. I do love you. Oh. And I say, oh, Frederick, I love you too. And I go in and I kiss him tenderly and I stroke his hair.
And then crunch.
And then I open my jaws and eat his head.
Yeah, because he's like, the stories they've told me, they can't be true.
Yeah, it's not true.
You are not a monster. No, just come back. Face the king's justice.
Yeah. My sweet jelly babies, he calls me. Angelica, jelly baby.
Oh my god, because you love eating jelly babies. And he's always like, you always bite the head off first. And you're like, oh, I love you.
And I do love him. I'm like, tears coming down my eyes. I'll always love you, Frederick. And
this is amazing.
Eat his head and push his body into the sea.
This is so good. Yeah.
Oh, but I guess I'm not doing it for feeding. So
no, you're doing it.
I'm just doing it just to kill him, and that's the best way I know. Oh, my hunky man.
Oh, that hot dummy. He just
stupid.
didn't understand. He didn't know.
You can't be pretty and smart. Bless him.
Cool. Roll me some dice.
Oh, Christ. Oh, that's -3.
-3. Ooh, okay, right. So we're going back to where the enemy character had used a resource against you. Okay, you were born in a time and place much different to that which you find yourself in now. What values must you set aside to survive in this strange new world? Create an appropriate contemporary skill based on your most recent memory. What new name have you recently adopted? Okay, so this might not be a ton of time has to have changed, but I think we could definitely interpret this as you've gone to a different country.
Yeah.
And using a new name, you're somewhere else, and in this strange new place to you, how are you adapting to living in this place? So,
okay.
How are you disguised? Where are you?
I think I sailed to France.
Oh.
I think that's where I went.
Oh, the south of France,
lush
lovely.
bit of sun. How do I disguise myself?
Yeah, like what are you?
Okay. Well, I guess like I imagine originally I was wearing sort of like long, lacy, like extravagant corset dress.
Yeah.
I'm obviously not going to fit in. I think I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to disguise myself as a peasant.
I think you could still move. You could still go into like high society as
well.
Like
a noble
I think,
French.
Yeah, like you turn up, like just
off with his head. Let's go. Okay, I turn up, but I have to change the way I look, right?
Yeah, you'll have to like kind of disguise.
I put a beret on.
Oh,
grab a baguette.
A baguette and a beret. Yeah, like
What was the French? They had lots of the.
Yeah, like
big
what
poofy
era? We're kind of being very loosey-goosey with exact
very
timeline,
loosey-goosey.
but
I adopt the French fashion of the time.
Cool. Okay. What new name are you going by?
I go for Amelie. Lady Amelie.
Amelie. But I guess, you have to get with more current fashions and stuff like that to like exist among these like fancy ladies and adopt like French high society, etiquette and vibes is the sort of.
Because obviously in Transylvania, the fashion was very gothic. And in France, it's very different. I'd get bullied. So I've got to dress more with their style. Otherwise, I just stand out.
So you get a new skill as well. What would that new skill be?
Oh,
I don't know what the right term is, but like decorum
or
something like that. You have to do this like really quickly learn like etiquette or something like that.
And also French.
French. I can speak French.
Yeah. Okay. So like the etiquette, that high society etiquette. Because I feel like when I was queen of my own gaff, just doing my own thing really. Whereas now I got to blend in. Time's moving on a little bit. Yeah.
And you've got to, become a bit fancier.
Bit fancy.
Cool. Roll me some dice.
0.
Ooh. How do you rise to a position of leadership in this place? What neighbors or populations do you subjugate through war or violence? Gain a resource you took from someone who wanted nothing but peace.
Oh dear.
I've got a strong idea on this.
Go, shoot.
I want you to become the Queen of France.
Yes!
I want you to marry the king.
Yes!
I feel like you turning up and just being like, a little bit exotic.
Yeah.
With this amazing like new etiquette that you're forced to learn, that how you've worked with loads of royals and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
And also you know how to like manipulate these fucking dumb kings, and that you are now the queen.
I'm now the queen. They find my black eyes very exotic and different.
The veil,
it's sultry.
Oh, no one wears a veil around here.
Oh, lovely.
So you gain a resource. You
but
do
I've
it
got
through
to take it
violence.
From someone who wanted nothing but peace.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh,
I think like again, like there were all these like suitors, and just like one by one, you've murdered off all these other like potential women.
Yeah. So I'm the only one left.
And now
she was all right, but now I kind of have to, because there was that terrible plague. That seems to just be attacking high society women.
Yeah.
But somehow I managed to stay away from it because of my veil stops the germs getting in.
You wore a mask. Very nice.
Yep.
And so you gain a resource.
Ooh. I've still got the castle, don't I?
Yeah, so there
Ooh.
are times when sometimes we'll be like, maybe that castle is gone.
Okay, right.
Which I might make an executive call to be like, I don't think you own that castle anymore.
Okay, well now I
Who's
guess
running?
the Queen of France would own, I mean, a vast fortune or a castle or something like that.
I think like, yeah, sure. Maybe this time you were like, I'm not fucking around with letters.
Yeah.
I'm marrying this guy and I'm making sure I have a ton of cash.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take the money now.
Boom.
I'm
not making the same mistake I did last time.
That is ace. Okay, you marry the King of France. Little bit of murder.
Little bit.
Involved.
Just a few women.
A little
bit of women.
Little bit of that.
And he can be King Louis.
King Louis? Oh, sure, do
it.
Okay, this is really good.
Okay.
I'm super into that.
It's going well for Angelica. Back on the rise.
Yeah, that's cool.
We've got out of the bad spell, and now we're going off to 2.
Some mortals have banded together to hunt you, well armed and wise to your tricks.
What?
How do you defeat or evade them? Create a mortal hunter character related to your checked skills, and then check a new skill.
Okay.
And they are wise to you being persuasive and good at running away.
Good. I think that in this new place I live, there's no like mausoleum. Oh no, it's not. There's no mausoleum. They are just executing people. They're just chopping off their heads, right? Can I just eat their heads when they've been beheaded? But someone finds out that I'm doing this. I think that, okay, so I'm getting hold because I think it's too risky for me right now to be straight up murdering people. I'm taking advantage of the fact that the really popular method of execution is beheading. And I'm getting my hands on the little like wicker basket that collects the heads. I'm getting my hands on it. But there's nowhere I can really like eat it in private. They're a lot more like all up in my business in France. So I go to the woods and I eat there. But there happens to be a group of people that meet to hunt witches.
Okay, witch hunts are on.
They're on the rise.
Yeah,
I know that witches don't even exist, but they're on the rise.
Cool. Okay,
and I'm there chomping on a brain, head, skull, and they wander. They sort of come into the little like clearing of the forest I'm in, and it's like, oh shit, and they're like Queen Amelia. And then
how do you defeat or evade them?
Right, okay.
You create a mortal character related to one of your checked skills. You have to use a skill to either evade them or...
Okay, bartering. And I've got lots of money.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay, so people... Who are these?
It's a group of men. It's a group of men who are witch hunters. They want to take it into their own hands. They've heard all about what's going on in Salem, and they're hungry for a bit of a slice of that pie.
Wow.
So they're going around. They're witch hunting. They see me. They're like, witch, and I'm like, you fucking idiots. I'm not a witch. I'm something, but I'm not a witch.
I eat heads. I'm not a witch.
That's not a witch thing. And they've unfortunately, because they are witch hunters, they're pretty well armed. They've got like a bunch of tools and weapons of fire, flame torches on them and stuff. But I know that these stupid humans, nothing is more precious to them than riches.
Oh, okay. Right? Yeah.
And anyone can be bought.
Right.
So I make a truce with them, and I say, if you don't tell anyone what you've seen here today, I will make you richer than you will ever, ever, ever have dreamed of in your entire life.
Okay, so these guys, they got loosey-goosey morals of like, witch bad, but money good.
But money good. Because, this is the ye olden times. Yeah. It's hard when you don't got much money. You're dropping like flies. You're starving. And I'm like, I'm going to make you so rich. If you just hush.
Who is this witch hunter character?
The main witch hunter character is Pierre. He's 45. He's poor.
Poor Pierre.
Poor Pierre, they call him round those parts.
Poor Pierre. Witch hunter. Okay, cool. Well, but no longer. Now he'll be called Poor Pierre, like ironically, because actually he recently had a big windfall.
yeah. And Poor Pierre sounds like pauper. Poor Pierre.
Poor Pierre. That's where the word
pauper comes from. Yes.
Okay. Roll me some dice.
Oh my god, we're rolling so low.
-3.
-3, yeah.
Generations of the same family serve you. This line starts from any living mortal character or from the descendants of a dead mortal character. What bizarre rituals do they tie to their servitude? Lose a resource and create a servitors of lineage resource.
Oh. I kind of like the idea of Poor Pierre, like the witch hunters actually, money corrupts. Absolutely. Like they start actually sort of worshipping me because they get the big Frank's signs in their eyes.
Yeah.
Or whatever it would have been at that time. Libra. Fuck knows. They suddenly don't really mind supernatural things so much. And it's kind of this is a movie reference, but the kind of like Ready or Not, where they all serve the demon to get money.
Oh, okay,
it becomes that kind of thing where they actually, the family, the generations start serving me so that they can stay wealthy, because they all become then a wealthy lineage of people.
Okay, I like this. We have to check one of your resources. You might need to be using up your fortune.
I've got to use up my
this.
fortune.
But you have lines of these people serving you. I think if we're saying that there's going to be a time jump here, if that's going on, I'm going to say that Princess Vanessa has died of old age.
She's died of old age. Oh, bless her.
Maybe King Louis very old.
Yeah. And he wow, I cannot believe my wife's still so young.
She's still so young.
She's so hot still.
But luckily, because you have this veil.
Oh, he never notices. And I never take it off because I'm always in mourning.
Yeah.
So yeah, she doesn't really notice that I don't age.
Okay.
And the lights are off when times get X-rated.
When times get X-rated.
We blow the candles out.
Whoa. I love it. That's cool. I imagine it gets to the point where they're helping they dispose of the bodies. They've got these whole rituals and processes involved in this, and they're all just getting cash money out of it.
They have sold their souls to the devil, basically.
Wow. Cool. Roll again.
All right. Oh my god. These are
Oh no, see that's a 10.
Oh, that's a 10?
Yeah.
10.
You're fed for too long in one place, destroying a community or social group. Who were they? How did the last community member die? Gain a scavenged resource, lose a resource.
I guess being queen, a part of my duties is to interact with society. I don't want to just spend all day in my castle bourgeoisie. I want to be out there, washing the feet, doing my community service so everyone thinks, oh, she's a lovely queen.
She's great.
But actually it's just a ploy because it's easy pickings, vulnerable people. I use my powers. So, oh no. No, I was no. I can't. I'm not really horrible and evil yet. I'm I'm a monster, but I'm not evil. Okay, so I've got to. There's what was it, a community?
So you also will have to lose one of your resources, and you'll gain a new resource out of this.
Right. I guess I've got to lose my dagger, or do I lose my servants? Do I do something so heinous that they can no longer, in good conscience?
So destroying a community, maybe you just, in your throes of hunger, you sometimes eat one of those. They their firstborn, they will always give to you as when they come of age, then you get to eat them.
But one day I'm just extra freaking hungry and they are not doing it enough. There are not enough lineage for me to eat.
The last one is like,
Oh no.
because you keep eating all our kids.
There's nothing left. The women are barren.
We're dead.
We're dead. And then well, not accidentally, but, I end up killing old Pierre at this point.
Poor old Pierre.
At this point, he's very old, but because I just keep killing them. They're not making babies quick enough.
Okay.
They're all dead.
This is cool.
Man, I never even got to use my Servitude of lineage.
But you get a new resource.
I do. If they all die out, where's all their money gone?
Oh, I guess yeah.
Can I get my money back?
Yeah, I think that.
If they've not got any children to, bequeath it to.
yeah, because there's a lot. Inheritance law is very important at this stage, and so as they all die out, you're just like, well, I guess I'll have
it back.
Vaults of cash. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm rich again.
Roll again.
1.
There. 2 friendly characters become embroiled in an internecine conflict. Become involved and check a skill. Create up to 2 characters if needed. How do you profit?
So they're 2 characters are both having like a fight, which is messing up both of them up.
Both
a conflict where they're both getting like damaged by it.
So the last 2 characters you have are.
Oh well, he's dead.
He's probably dead.
He's dead. I ate him.
So you can create a new.
I guess is King Louis fighting with another nation?
You tell me.
Or King Louis is fighting with someone else in the royal line. Maybe his brother.
Ooh. So it does say. So they can be immortal, but what if there's like a war between like the English and the French? Because maybe now Duke James
they love a war.
Actually, he's worked his way up to becoming king.
Yes. So many years have passed now.
And there's a war is going to happen between whatever.
It's the revolution.
Duke James is wanting to invade France, but you play this to your advantage, which allows you to like seize more power.
I want to. Okay, so perfect.
How do you profit? Gain a resource.
All right, I become. So they start to have a war with each other, and I become involved playing both sides. I sweet talk James, now the king, saying thank you so much for making me who I am. I am forever in your debt. I am your servant, my lord. Let's overthrow King Louis. Let's rule this world together. Also, I'm saying to King Louis, babe, I'm here for you forever. Let's overthrow the English.
Yeah. We can easily win this war.
No problem at all. So I'm playing both sides. I think that I will actually pair up with James.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll pair up with James and we'll overthrow Louis.
Okay, and so what resource are you getting?
England.
England. You know what? I love that. That's a fucking amazing resource. Because you now own England.
I own England now.
Okay, right. So we have filled up all of your memories. What we are able to do is, because your character, you can only keep so much in your brain.
Yes.
If you think that it would make sense for your character too, you are able to start a diary where you can move memories into the diary. And so you'll still kind of keep track of them, but you won't necessarily have that in your head. And so we'll make a new resource, which is a diary.
Okay.
But if you own a diary, there can be events that will say, if you own a diary, someone has found it and bad things can happen. Also, if your diary is ever destroyed, those memories are lost forever.
I see.
And so either we just
diary.
get rid of them or we do a thing.
Well, I feel like Angelica's not having a diary because after everything that happened with that bloody note, she doesn't want a paper trail anymore. She learnt her lesson. Okay,
so, right, we need to get rid of one of these blocks. So what are you going to forget?
A whole block, 3 lines. Okay.
So do you want to forget about Duke James slashing you with your own dagger, being caught by poor Pierre and Pierre's family serving you? you want to forget marrying King Frederick? You murdering him and then marrying the King of France? Do you want to forget about Mary with the letter, murdering Mary and then fleeing to France to become a fancy lady? Do you want to forget about feeding on prisoners claiming to exile them, painting to scratch the itch, and then feeding on all of your servants until they die out? Or last of all, forget about being caught by Old Man Morton, him blackmailing you, tricking Queen Cecilia, betrayed by Morton and Cecilia, and you having to flee for your life?
I guess it sort of makes sense to either... I mean, the last one?
Cool.
Yeah?
I think that does make sense.
Screw you, Old Man Morton. You're no longer in my memories.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Cool. Cool. And you now own England, which
Hell
is
yeah.
a pretty rad resource.
That's pretty good leverage.
Cool. Roll me some dice. 2. Create a mortal character. You have shaped them from infancy to be exactly what you want. Lose a resource.
Okay. I guess I'd love like an Igor style.
What if you...
You can have England.
But what if you've had like a kid...
Okay.
And you've like put them on the
throne.
throne.
Oh, love that. From infancy as well.
Yeah, because you, or like, even if it isn't your kid or you, like whatever, there's whatever the heir to, and you've like manipulated them and you're making them the king of England because you're the queen of France.
Oh, yeah.
And so
I need
you're
someone
like
to rule over there.
building this like vampire dynasty.
I wanna have the whole world.
Yeah.
So I've got France locked down. And then my child I'm giving them England to rule.
Yeah, like that. I think that could be fun, but your kid is immortal. So is mortal.
I don't think I actually like gave birth to this child. I think I adopted like an urchin child.
Oh, yeah. Because you.
I mean, I can't.
You just
with
have
this stomach.
Heads in there.
Could you imagine? There's no room for a baby. The baby would fall out because it's all cut open.
Okay. No, I think that would be cool.
I had to adopt. It wasn't an option.
Yeah. Or do you want an Igor that follows you around with a knife?
No, I like the idea of my child ruling England.
I think that's kind of rad.
Also, is King Louis dead now, isn't he?
Yeah, King Louis has probably died of old age.
Well, because when King James III fought him.
Oh, he died, and
Now I'm ruling France.
So we need a new mortal character, a new King of England. Who is this new king?
I guess this is my son who's now grown up, whose name is Henry.
Nice.
Who lives, I guess, with his father.
Oh, so yeah, maybe they're like, you raise them as like a prince because
he can't rule, right? Because his dad's immortal.
Yeah, King James, but King James is also, he can't have kids.
Yeah,
and
he knows the deal.
But you have like, you've got control of England. You've put this.
Well, maybe King James III has gone to take over somewhere else, and we've left Henry in charge of England.
Okay, I love it.
Like James just popped over to Spain or something.
Okay, yeah, because you guys are planning this kind of world domination thing. Yeah, okay, cool. You've created King Henry, put him on the throne. Like, you've... James has faked his death or something to make it all completely legit. Yeah. And pow, Henry has been crowned and you guys have been like... grooming him to be like high society, but also he's like an absolute simp, like mummy. And so we'll do whatever you say because he's like really, really weak.
Yeah, perfect. Great. I'm getting my tentacles out everywhere.
I love it. Great. Roll me.
Oh, that was an 8. 4.
You accidentally create a vampire through sloppy feeding.
Uh-oh.
Create an immortal character from an existing mortal character. Why do you not destroy them?
Because it's my son. It's Henry.
It's so perfect.
I don't want to destroy him. I want him to rule over England forever.
Oh.
I mean, it was an accident. I didn't mean to. It's sort of, I hadn't eaten in a long time. And it just, I sort of just saw red. And next thing I know, shit.
At one point, you were like, we have to make these prisons more horrific.
Yeah.
I need a bigger turn. You just need to round up anyone. And
it doesn't matter if they've committed a crime. Let's just get them in there.
And that was the first time he was like, "No, mother, I simply cannot. We're for the people." And you're just like,
and it's like, oh shit.
And so you like back off.
Sort of put the head back on. Like it's like it's on by like a loose bit of skin, you know, like flop it back on. Like, oh shit, what have I done? I've not only killed my son, I've killed the King of England. And
now you're like, okay, son, I've got something to explain to you. Yeah. So we're actually all fucking vampires, and you're going to be really into this prison idea now.
You're going to really want to do the prison thing.
Gonna have to eat that. Oh my god, that's so perfect.
This is so good. Like I'm immortal ruling France. My son's immortal ruling England. My husband's immortal ruling Spain. Damn.
Okay, this is fucking rad. You check a skill.
Do I teach him? I'm using etiquette. I'm very polite when I do it.
I guess like you use your etiquette to like, right, this is how you actually control this is how you pretend to be a person.
You're going to have to I give them the etiquette of how to be a human. Yeah. Like pretending how to be a human.
You're going to have these rage and anger. Okay, sweet. Cool. Love it. Roll again. 2. A long-dead mortal character returns. What do they want from you? How have they survived death? You only recognize them if you have a related memory. Check a skill.
Oh, a long-dead mortal character. How did they survive?
Okay, so Mary, the Confidant, King Frederick, Prince Vanessa, King Louis, Paul Pierre. Yeah, any of them can come back. You remember all of them. Oh, although we are going to have to move another block of this into the Forgotten Times.
Right, okay. But I'd get to do it first before it gets removed.
No, we'll move it first and then do it. So,
okay, I guess then we've got to get rid of the Mary thing.
Okay, yeah. That was like hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
How did they survive?
Well, who is it going to be? Because I don't remember Mary now. Did King Louis actually survive? I just assumed that he had died.
How has he survived?
He faked his own death.
Ooh.
There was the war between England and France, and he faked his own death. Okay. Cowardice route. And what do they want from me? They want does he want revenge or does he want to reconcile? Does he think that like, oh, I'm so sorry that you've been forced to rule with that horrible wretch, King James? Or is he like, bitch, you betrayed me?
Because I'm guessing they're becoming immortal because all these people have been dead.
A long time, right?
A long time. Okay, imagine this. Picture this scene. You're going through, every couple of decades, you got to fucking empty out the gutty works. You pull out these like heads. One's got lodged in wherever.
Okay.
But the head of maybe you've always had the head of the first king or something, and that comes out.
Oh,
and
Frederick is always in my belly.
Yeah, you've always kept that inside your guts, and one time you take it out, and it's just like, my queen.
Oh my god!
And there's like this whole time his head has been alive.
Yes!
Your magic body has imbued his severed head and kind of brought it back.
Oh, okay. I'm really into that. Yeah. That's great.
Because you've always got like 3 or 4 heads in there to pad you out.
Pad me out, otherwise it's a bit obvious. Right. Okay. So yes, my hunky but dumb husband Frederick starts talking.
It starts talking.
It just starts talking in my belly, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
You remember him, and that's basically.
And what do they want from me? I guess he wants my love.
Wants your love.
Yeah.
Oh. Frederick is still alive.
Ooh.
And wants love.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess you can just chat to him.
Yeah.
We don't have any skills to check, so we're not even going to worry about that.
I am totally fucking skillless.
Yeah, you've been using them a lot. Roll me a dice.
I'll roll you a dice. I rolled a 6.
A 6. You destroy something important to you in a purposeless rage. Lose a precious memory or destroy a resource.
My vast riches or my dagger.
Yeah. Or you lose a precious memory.
Or I lose a precious memory.
Yeah.
Do I throw my knife into the fire?
Oh.
Do I look at myself and think I'm a monster? I'm a vile monster. This dagger did this to me. This dagger split me open and took my organs. I throw it into the fire.
Yeah, that sounds great. I feel like you're having these like late night chats with the head.
Yeah, with Frederick.
And
I'm getting real wound up about it all.
Oh, because you're lamenting the terrible things that you've done as you just I guess you're reminded of, oh my god, it was so simple. I just wanted to be the queen of Transylvania.
With my hot hubby. That's
all
I wanted.
Dumb husband.
Yeah.
And now he's this disgusting head and I'm doing terrible things. Cool, roll again.
Oh, 5.
5? Oh my god, wow, race them.
Woohoo.
How do you conceal yourself while you sleep? What steps have you taken for protection? Create a skill and create a resource. Create a mortal servant character if you like. Oh, you can finally have your Igor.
Yay, Igor! Okay, how do I protect myself while I sleep?
I guess because, at night you take off the corset and the veil.
Oh my god, my hideous true self.
Suddenly this like distended gut full of heads and your black eye pits are on display.
Oh my god, right.
So you've got a new skill. You create a new resource.
Okay, and this skill is the thing I use to protect myself.
Like somehow related to it.
Okay, a skill I would use to protect myself. I mean, okay, so I don't want anyone to see me. That's the main important thing, that no one has their eyes on me. What skill do I use to make that possible? I mean, I guess I live alone anyway now, apart from my head husband.
Head husband, he's fine.
He's
chill.
fine, he's chill, he don't mind.
So if you want to have a new, like an Igor character.
Yeah. Instead of a skill, I'm going to make a character. It's going to be Igor. He is my faithful servant.
What's their name?
His name is Schmigor.
Oh man, it's so great to see the creative mind at work. Just so inspired.
Get up, Schmigor.
Great. It's so wow. So I just don't know how you can come up with these names just off the cuff.
Off the cuff like that. It's crazy. But yeah, he is loyal to, because where am I living now? I'm living in France. He's always been loyal to whoever is ruler of France.
Like what?
So actually he'd be Schmigor and the E would have one of those little accents on it because he's French.
I don't know how to do that on at a Mac, so I'm not going to try.
It's got a little accent.
So you gain a new resource, like do you want a lovely bed made of heads?
Oh, what? That's why I sleep on a bed of heads.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess because
you have a like a bathtub full of blood, or I don't know. Like, how gross do you want to go with it? Like,
okay, so I think that I like, because we've got this premise that the heads are staying in my belly. I like the idea that they're actually not like decomposing or whatever. Ooh. They're like, the magic in me is sort of keeping them alive, preserving them even. So I have to put them somewhere. So I think there should be like a catacomb underneath the castle of heads.
Yeah, the catacombs make sense. And skills. I feel like you could just have something like, just sort of stealth or sneaking around. You're trying to still keep up this pretense, but this Igor character, you go into the catacombs, he bricks it up every night, and then gets you out in the morning for when you have been in there. Okay, yeah. Stealth, sneaky, whatever. That, perfect. I think something along those lines sort of works. Mm-hmm. We are going to have to forget. Oh, so if I get rid of the first one, I forget how I even became a vampire, which is kind of nuts. Yeah. The second one, I guess now you don't have your dagger anymore. Oh, that's true. I feel like that sort of might make sense that you...
Just forgotten all of that. When the dagger melted in the fire, so did my memories.
Oh,
poetic.
So poetic.
So poetic. Cool. All right.
Okay,
Am I rolling?
me a dice.
3.
3. You have archaic ways in spite of your focus on blending in. Create a resource based on a checked skill that reflects this. So what
old-timey thing do I do?
Tiny things.
Is there some kind of like Transylvanian etiquette thing?
You know, you still, whatever, like to throw these Transylvanian balls because you love that style of party, the food and stuff, and people are like, it's weird that you do these like themed balls like, once a year, even though, well, you're a French lady, apparently.
And it's always themed on Transylvania. You never go around anywhere else. It's really strange.
Themed balls.
My themed balls.
Oh, it's you trying to like rekindle your like being alive again, remembering back to
my glory days.
Yeah, because everyone, it's just like the wedding that you had.
Oh yeah, it's that's like a creepy like living in the past, like can't let it go. I even sneak Frederick in.
Yeah. Like
he's
you
in
have
like a
him,
bag.
in the bag, and you're like, it's just like our wedding day.
Don't you remember this, my love?
Oh my god! Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
creepy and gross.
Going kind of nuts, basically.
Okay.
That's a big roll. 7.
7. You are captured in a trap set for predatory mortals. What sort of criminal are you taken to be? How does this experience help you to learn to better prey on mortals? Make a new skill that sours the purity of a pleasant memory.
Okay, when my food sources get low, I have to get very sneaky stealthy. I've got to go in with the common folk into their ranks to try and like befriend them, get more like potential food. And I end up getting in with a group of like highway robbermen.
Okay.
Right. So when I get caught, they think that I am one of them.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. That I go around stealing and pillaging and doing awful things like that.
Yeah, like attacking people on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of thing.
Holding them up, killing them, taking their money.
I guess like it could just be as simple as because you've been like caught once and you managed to like get your way out of this, that actually you're just better at evading.
Yeah.
Like what they're looking for, how to trap people, what the police force is, how they would try and stop you. And so actually it's easier now for you to evade.
To be stealthy.
Evade.
The traps that have been set. And maybe I would stop trying to sort of blend in with criminals and maybe go for more like innocent people. Like I think maybe, okay, look at it like this. Originally, I was going for criminals because I felt justified in killing them because it's like, well, it's okay, they're criminals, you know? But now I realize, well, I can't because I might get caught and executed. So I'm going to have to start going for innocent people.
Right, okay.
So this is where it kind of, the turn goes a lot darker and I'm going to have to start killing innocent people now.
Yeah, that you're more fine with that. So we need to sour a memory. A happy memory. God, they're not.
None of these are very happy. The whole feeding on prisoners thing, now I don't care about it being bad people.
Yeah,
I will
now you're
kill
just happy,
whoever. It could be sweet little Timmy down the lane.
To kill anyone. Yeah, that you're down to kill. So could it be along the lines of, so you start joining these like criminal gangs. You you pretend to be a peasant, join up with these bad people. You weren't getting enough prisoners coming in, so actually like by going straight to the source and meeting these people, you could preemptively kill them before they were a criminal.
Right, okay.
But then running like foul of the law at some point, you were like, why am I bothering with this? Just kill innocent people. Like I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's just quicker and easier.
It's quicker, it's easier. Like I'm taking way too many steps and I've been doing this long enough now. I'm getting bored of the fucking paperwork. I'm going straight to whatever's easiest.
So what new skill have you got?
I mean, I feel like that's like cold-hearted, like literally
I
like
love
lack
that.
of empathy.
Cold-hearted. I think just that as a skill sounds great. Roll me a dice.
Roll your dice. And I rolled you a 1.
When you hunger too much, you become a hunting creature bereft of intellect. Lose a random experience from a memory somewhere in the middle of your memory list. Okay. So, God, your character's getting hungrier.
Well, I'm getting hungrier and I'm getting meaner.
And so we just lose a memory somewhere in the
Middle memory. Okay. By doing paintings of feeding, it scratches the same itch.
Oh, yeah. I think that's really good. Because I guess like you were probably still always doing this art.
Yeah, to keep me kind of ticking along. But now I've stopped doing the painting. I'm getting hungrier.
Yeah, you've forgotten that was a way to like solve this problem.
I've got the art of painting.
And instead, you just do bad murders instead.
I try and draw, like, paint my beautiful, like, picture, and then it's just a stupid stick man, like, with a pencil, and it's like, what's happened?
It doesn't work. I'm just gonna eat. Perfect. Okay. Great.
5.
You begin a fantastic construction that puzzles the mortals around you.
Ooh.
Give just a hint as to its purpose. Lose a resource and gain the skill Visionary.
Nuclear bomb.
A nuclear bomb.
I want the whole world. I'm not happy with. Wait. Wait, what year is this again?
I think.
They had them back in the medieval times, right?
Look, I'm never going to say no to an idea.
But this is no.
And I love that you were able just to straight away come up with something, but nuclear bomb is wild.
All right, okay. Not step down from nuclear bomb.
So we'll be losing a resource.
Okay.
So vast riches instantly makes sense.
I'm using my vast riches, right?
For your catacombs, like also, yeah, you give like a hint at. So what are you trying to do? Like,
well, I want world domination. I'm not happy with just my 3 countries. I want more, and I want to start creating something that can facilitate that for me, that makes people afraid of me.
I think we can like hint in the direction of like it's some kind of grand weapon.
It's a grand weapon that's never been, even like a gun. Like I'm assuming we're in
a gun.
I'm assuming the time period doesn't have guns.
No, I'm super down with this. So I'm guessing like we've been pretty loose with the time. You know, are we in like moving towards Victorian times?
Yeah, we're getting close to Victorian.
You know, it's the 1900s. Yeah. Sort of. We're not quite complete modern era.
Yeah, let's say 1820.
1820. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you've had the French Revolution, but instead of
survived it.
But yeah, well, the French Revolution never happened because
there wasn't a revolution, baby.
They weren't able to rise up against you.
Too powerful.
But yeah, you are building some kind of weapon.
Yeah, we can decide what kind of nuclear bomb it is later on.
It's so fucking weird. I love it. Great. Sure. I'm keeping it vague.
Yeah, keep it vague.
The nuclear bomb can come up.
When was it? Well, that's not that long to go until that kind of thing's popping around. I mean,
it's
Cold
very,
War and everything. It's only 200 years to go.
Yeah, we'll make it.
Getting there-ish.
Okay, right. Roll me some dice.
-1.
Okay. Timeless introspection becomes manifest in creative acts. Choose a creative skill based on a lost memory.
Oh, a creative skill. I mean, is it my painting? Or is that just too easy? I lost the memory of painting.
And so painting...
Painting's back on the menu?
Painting's back on the menu.
Oh, wait. I paint my blueprints for my nuclear warhead.
Such an out there.
Da 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 da. It's all these blueprints, incredibly detailed weaponry.
Okay, it's a thing. Oh man, great. Next up.
All right, next up.
Roll again.
2.
Your knowledge of old things becomes a strength. Based on a check skill, what knowledge do you share with contemporary mortals?
Oh.
Check a skill and create a resource.
Okay, so my obsession with the past.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not now content with just putting these balls on. I want the whole world. I want all the countries that I rule to be exactly as it was in the 1400s in Transylvania. So the etiquette, I am now spreading that to the people.
Right.
Crazy Miss Havisham in the attic, like, can't give up on the past.
Yeah.
So my checked thing would be etiquette.
Mm-hmm. So we lose one of these skills.
Painting.
Painting's gone.
Way off it goes. On it goes.
No, I think that makes sense. Yeah, these like artworks that are sent out, and you show these pictures of the old days.
I'm propaganda in it, baby. I'm doing posters everywhere, and also I'm now putting out decrees where I'm like, all modern technology must be destroyed.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we are living as it is in the 1400s.
Wow!
And I'm creating all these posters everywhere that states that.
Okay, sure. I like this.
And
you create a new resource. So what is something that you now have?
Could I have some like devout followers?
Ooh, like your own kind of like Secret Service thought police people. Okay.
Who go and do my like bidding everywhere.
Yeah,
basically.
to try and like enforce
the rules. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Like, yeah, enforcers for the old ways.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, I like that. That's cool. Sweet.
2.
2. A mortal discovers the journals of a long dead character or your own lost diary and approaches you. What do they seek? Gain a skill or a resource. Create a mortal character. So someone has found journals of someone who is long dead. Could
they have found the secret letter? No, that doesn't.
Oh, no,
secret letter will reveal that I'm who I actually really am.
Yeah. So someone has got hold of some like historian who is, because now everyone's really obsessed with like old-timey 1400s Transylvania.
Yeah.
And so some historian
doing some research
is like, I want to find out all about this, has got a load of these letters and finds this one. Maybe there's like a portrait of you or something in there.
Oh my God, perfect. It's like, wait a minute, they look very similar.
And from like other accounts at the time and
pieces together that I've been around for centuries.
Yeah. So who is this person?
So it's gonna be a historian, who's writing this book. It could even be someone that I've like commissioned, like create a novel. I'm very about this time period. I want everyone to read about it. It's important.
Yeah.
And in doing that, he uncovers who I actually am.
Right. Okay.
Davidson.
Mm-hmm. Historian Davidson. So you've send them off digging into more history stuff because you're trying to rebuild the old ways. But they found this letter and they've come to you. What do they want?
They want me to make them immortal.
Ooh, okay. Right. So you gain a new resource or skill, I believe, as well.
I mean, does he become a resource to me?
Sure. Henchman Davidson. Yeah, I guess. Oh, it'll be like, what's the guy in What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah, Gwyn, what's his name?
Guillermo.
Yeah.
Where you're like, sure, I'll make you into my vampire bud, but you actually have to work for me.
You've got to
first.
earn it. Yeah, perfect. He's like, I know you have the secret to eternal life, and I want it too.
Yeah.
please, otherwise, I guess he blackmails me. Otherwise, I'll tell everyone I'll publish this book.
Yeah, I think he's probably on side at the moment.
Yeah, I won't say he's like trying to fuck me over, but he has the ability to blackmail me.
Something.
Yeah, he's got power.
Okay, roll me a dice.
6.
6. Oh my god. A possession turns out to have financial value as an antiquity or as an antique. Trade your oldest resource for 2 contemporary resources.
Oh, okay.
What is your oldest? Oh,
My
the catacombs. Okay, that. Oh my god, it now becomes like a hit tourist attraction.
Oh yeah,
because now everyone's obsessed. Like people travel from Spain, England, Transylvania, all over France because they want to see like, oh, this place is so authentic. These custom built. They've got all of these heads in here.
Yes.
All these like preserved heads that we just want to come and look at.
It's a huge tourist attraction, just like the catacombs in Paris.
Yeah.
And by then, like they've decayed, the heads have decayed. It's just the skulls. So boom.
So you get 2 new resources, 2 contemporary resources.
So are we saying we're sort of inching towards the 20th century now?
Yeah, I guess we're like coming up. Like, it can be start of the 20th century.
Start of the 20th
it's
century.
the 1920s now.
It's 1920s. Okay. When were the Wright brothers?
They're like, is that, like you could have a plane.
Yeah, kind of a plane.
Sure. I think a plane, because you got to fly around. You got to check into your check up on your son.
Yeah, I still forgot about him.
And
and James the
Third character.
Okay, so plane for ease of travel.
I kind of think that you should, you've been in France for a long time.
Yeah.
You need like mega palace.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Like a huge, very near the catacombs,
Versailles.
but Versailles too.
What? Bugaloo.
Yeah. I was going to put mega palace. I think by this stage, you would, because you don't need the catacombs anymore.
No.
But now you have this residence and you can just freely eat in there. You still have Igor, who's now very old.
He's very old, bless him. He's clinging on. I use the bloody Eiffel Tower as a laundry clothes dryer.
Wow.
I'm not 100 feet tall, but just hang up my clothes on it,
Incredible.
It's just nothing to me now.
It's nothing. Oh, Queen of France.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Roll me a dice.
2.
An antiquity is surfaced, directly tied to your mortal life. Check a skill or lose a resource and gain the antiquity as a resource, then regain one of your earliest memories.
Ooh.
Record an experience about acquiring the antique. What if you've got Castle Blorg back?
Oh, yes. Bring back my Blorg.
You now, something's happened.
Oh, okay.
Whoever was living there.
Can I have, in that case, can I overthrow the people that are living there at the moment and get Blorg?
Yeah.
Get it back.
Yeah, I guess like you've gone to war with them.
I've gone to war with Transylvania.
And because with this fervor of you indoctrinating everyone, and you're like, those guys, they're not adhering to the old ways. I'm taking over. You invade. You now have this as your summer home.
Yes. Okay. I invade. It's a big war. Many lives are lost, but I take over Transylvania. I have Castle Blorg.
Castle Blorg. Oh, maybe you can remember that you had fled, or remembering getting killed by the Duke.
Oh, so maybe I want to get rid of him.
You're like, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Well, this guy fucking did this to me.
Yeah, because you have the combined powers of the English, French, and Spanish armies.
All right.
All invade, and when you're back in walking through the corridors of Castle Blorg.
I'm suddenly remembering.
And you see him and you're like,
you
wait
bastard.
a second, you fucking stabbed me.
Yeah, he comes to meet me at Castle Blorg, and we sit down in the place that he originally stabbed me.
Yeah.
And I just have a memory of it.
Yeah, because he might have forgotten about it as well.
Right. He's only got so many memory blocks as well. All right. So I've taken over Transylvania, and I'm now going to war with Spain.
Well, we'll see where this goes.
I regain the memory of what that bastard did to me.
That guy fucking murdering you.
Oh, he's the whole reason that I'm in this situation. I'm obsessed with the past.
Doing all of this stuff.
It's all because of him.
2. Ooh. Immortals are cruel and work in ways outside of your understanding. How are you mocked or victimized? Why was your response ineffectual and costly? Check a skill.
Okay. I don't think mortals understand that they're living in the wrong timeline. Like, this is the worst. This is the worst timeline. And the best time was hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
They are just like, no, this is insane. We've got to get with the times. Like, they're getting television, music, films. Like, they're getting so many advancements. And they're like, why do we have to get rid of all of that to live in this, like, weird history that you want? So I'm mocked. And
like the kids, they don't care about the old timey ways.
No,
wearing
they
these
don't.
big dresses and the corsets.
Powder your face with some kind of poisonous mineral and, you know,
exactly.
Whatever, arsenic to do your makeup. So I'm mocked, and I start to become like a public figure of ridicule.
Oh, yeah, just seen as like, oh, you're a bit of like a bit old and archaic.
Yeah. Not with the times. You know, do they need to overthrow me? Because, like, you know, this woman is just not helping anyone like advance.
Okay, yeah. So which resource gets used up here?
I guess my enforcers for the old ways.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
One night they're out trying to, you know, push the narrative that I've given them.
Well, they're trying to shut down these like illegal raves and parties and stuff.
Where they're all dancing to like swing music and stuff.
Yeah.
And they try and shut it down, and they get killed. They get killed. There's been too much, even though it's prohibition.
Yeah.
They're drinking, and they get shot. They get killed.
Wow. God, the people are rising up. Yeah. Your enforcers, they're going out trying to quash these things, but ain't enough.
It's not working.
You need to forget some more stuff, by the way.
Oh no, a whole block?
Yeah.
Do I forget about Frederick? King Frederick's alive and wants love. I destroyed my dagger and Smeagol guarding me.
Okay.
Have I chucked his head into the catacombs? Did I get bored of him because he would just wake me up in the middle of the night, my love. And he didn't understand. He would talk when he wasn't supposed to. I'd be out about. I'd have to be like, oh, my stomach's rumbling. I'm really hungry. And in the end, it's like, you know what, mate? I'm done with you. You are pissing me right off.
Wow.
And I just shoved him in the catacombs, forgot all about him.
Mush him. Yeah, he's on display in the catacombs, but in like a sealed box, so no one could hear him.
A soundproof sealed box. Oh God, what a fate worse than death.
Gross. Okay, yeah. Your enforcers try to shut down these kind of like illegal meetings and parties, but yeah, they're just ineffectual. They can't do it.
They can't do it, and they get over.
Yeah.
They get murdered.
Okay, roll me some dice.
Okay. 8.
Ooh. Big. Oh my god. Okay, right. We are probably into the end game now.
Oh my god, no.
Creatures like yourself have taken over the earth. What is your position in this new world? The game is over.
Oh no, it's over. Okay.
Right. Well,
let me set the scene.
Okay, yeah. Tell me how you think this is going to go.
I think this is a good ending for Angelica. Okay. I think when Angelica turned the Davidson the Historian into a vampire.
Oh, she actually did it.
Oh, yeah, she did. She
nice,
did, yeah.
Okay.
She realized that actually that was a great power to have over people, because she notices the unrest happening. She notices people aren't going along with her like vision of keeping the past alive and only the past. So she starts to get frustrated with it. but realizes she can have control if she starts turning more and more people, because they will then just kind of follow what she does, as she notices Davison does. So she starts doing it more and more and more. Eventually, that they outnumber mortals.
Ooh.
And they just start to take over every country. Think of it like a zombie outbreak. You know, like it spreads 28 weeks later, it's over in this country, it's over in this country, it's in Paris. It's spreading until eventually every single country on Earth is being run by some kind of either, you know, vampiric descendant of Angelica, or someone that is on her side. So at that point, she takes position as like queen of the world.
Okay.
Like that, there is only one ruler, and it is her.
Wow.
And it is not a democracy.
It just does not sound super happy or super chill.
No, it's just her, but she doesn't want to do horrible things. She's not like an evil queen. Obviously, everyone does need to eat, so they still do keep a portion. This bit's more grim. They have to keep a portion of the humans alive, which they essentially farm for food.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They kind of have to, right? Or they all die. But her dream of living in the 1400s can finally be true. They destroy all modern technology.
Oh.
All of it. Oh, and if anyone ever tries to stand up against her, she brings out her fucking sick-ass AK-47 or whatever.
I thought you were going to say, if anyone ever tries to rebel, well, she's got a nuke.
Yeah, no.
And she'll blow them up.
Okay, well, you wouldn't let me have it before.
No, it's fine.
Wait, actually, no, that does work, because by now, it's like it's way in the future, and she's got the mega nuke, which can target every single country at once. It will obliterate everyone but Transylvania. Okay. So everyone is just like, no, cool, we all go back in the past as well, not an issue. Everyone must destroy all, like, present technology. Right. The only thing that's left, which is still present, is her mega nuke, which
I feel like this, if someone was making this as a movie, they'd be like, this is a cool story. It's really, really bleak, really grim. Oh, it's nice that they hit this point. I don't know if we need the nuke. I don't know if we need that nuke storyline, but no. All
right, fine. No mega nuke.
You have it. Have the
all
nuke.
Right, you can have that story. They all just follow me because I'm scary, all right? And I had my blueprints for weapons. Whatever. I made some kind of cool future weapon that is unspecified. So then, what my kind of like euphoric paradise takes place. Everyone, dresses ye olde style, eats ye olde food, lives in a ye olde house, and I spend my days sort of just going from country to country, meeting my people and ruling the entire world.
And eating a couple of heads.
As I go. And then when it gets so far into the future that it becomes Futurama and everyone's heads are in things, that's like a snack buffet for me.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Incredible. I love it. Pow. Okay, well, that's been 1,000-Year-Old Vampire.
Oh, I really enjoyed that.
Was a great story. Man, very different to ones that we've played before, but I'm a big fan.
Thank you. I enjoyed the adventures of Angelica thoroughly.
Yeah, she was super good. So at the end, she's got her henchmen. She's got a mega palace. She flies around in a plane. Sometimes.
You've got to get from country to country when you're queen of the world.
She's stealthy and cold-hearted. Loads of immortals. Loads of immortal friends.
Oh yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, considering that they take over the world, makes sense, right?
Yeah, that actually kind of works pretty well. And you still are full of heads and your piercing black eyes, and you retire as Queen of the Vampires, which is pretty legit.
That's pretty fucking sick. Well, Queen of the Vampires and Queen of the World.
Queen of the World, yeah.
Next stop, universe.
Whoa.
That's future sci-fi Angelica story, overpowering Mars.
Yeah, when we do the 1,000,000-year-old vampire and you conquer the universe in your nuclear-powered space planes.
Yes.
I'm down. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
If people want to see more of you, where can they find you?
You can find me over on Twitch at Squid Game. You can find me on Instagram at Squid Game. And I have a podcast called 0 Degrees. And also I'm here a bunch. So just look at the other videos, I guess.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much to everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed another trip through Vampire Time. Right now, for members, there is going to be a post-game chat where we're going to talk about just some of the other things that could have happened and find out, well, how the game went. Until next time, everybody, goodbye.